This is our WTIR system. It allows us to use a rotatable connector instead of a fixed mount connector. It avoids any alignment issues or pre-twisting that needs to be done before connection. So it's just plug and play. We have our machine shop that makes all the machined parts, and then on the rotatable connector itself, we make all of the components in-house as well. When we start with the rotatable connector, obviously we need to start in engineering. Each component in this assembly has engineered insulator and conductor ring. The conductor rod is on the end and holds everything in place with the body of the connector. These connectors can range from 2 conductor up to a 13 conductor. Once these components have been engineered, it would go to the machine shop where we make all of the components in this assembly. When the raw material comes in, it'll come in a rod form or a bar stock. We'll pre-cut it in lengths so that we don't have to bring a whole length of rod into the machine shop. It's an automated process that just runs throughout the night.
The pre-cut bar stock is now taken to the machine shop where CNC machines will create the individual pieces of the rotatable connector. While one CNC machine cuts out the case for the female connector, another machine is creating the isolator rings that go inside the case. Wi-Fi connectivity and a bar stock feeder makes the CNC process smooth and efficient. The automated process speeds up the machining, but quality is still paramount, so each piece is checked by hand to ensure it is within specs. The connector pieces are now cataloged into inventory ready for assembly as soon as a customer places an order.
So a lot of different components of the rotatable connectors are stocked in this area.
In the assembly lab, the connectors are built from the inside out. For the female side of the connector, the process starts by pre-cutting the color-coded wires, then attaching them to a leaf spring. The strip is cut to size with a certain number of leaves on that strip in relation to the conductor ring it will fit into. This strip becomes the conductor ring that is attached to the isolator ring. These are then stacked together, and the body of the female slides over the assembly and lines everything up internally. The male side of the connector goes through a similar process. The wire is pre-cut. Then it is soldered to the conductor ring. The rings are assembled with isolator rings in between the conductor rings. When the stack is assembled, the conductor rod aligns the rings concentrically and locks them into place. When assembly is completed, epoxy is applied, and the assembly is sent over to the ovens to be cured. They're also tested for heat durability up to 200 degrees centigrade. The male connector goes back to the machine shop to skim the surface to a slightly smaller diameter so that it will mate perfectly to the female connector. It is then sent out of house to be gold-plated. All of the connectors go through a final quality check that starts with electrical and continuity testing and ends with final inspection. From there, they go back to the inventory area, ready to ship to customers.